Imagine a night so still you can hear the desert breathe, a lone man by a river, shadows dancing under a starlit sky. It's over 3,000 years ago, in the land of Canaan, and Jacob, a shepherd with a past full of tricks, is about to face the fight of his life. This isn't just a story, it's a clash with the divine, a turning point that renames a man and births a nation. This is the tale of Jacob wrestling with God, a moment so wild it echoes through time. Jacob's no stranger to struggle. Born the younger twin to Esau, he spent his life scheming, tricking his brother out of his birthright for a bowl of stew, stealing their father Isaac's blessing with a hairy disguise. He's 47 now, a husband to 2 wives, father to 11 sons, and rich with flocks. But he's on the run, fleeing his uncle Laban after 20 years of hard deals. Heading home to Canaan, he hears Esau's coming with 400 men, angry, maybe vengeful. Jacob's scared. He splits his camp, sends gifts ahead to soften Esau, and prays for mercy. Alone by the Jabbok River, he waits, restless. That's when it happens. Night falls, thick and heavy, on the 32nd chapter of Genesis. A stranger steps out of the dark. No warning, no words, just grabs Jacob and wrestles him to the ground. Dust flies, grunts echo, sinews strain. This isn't a normal man. He's strong, relentless, otherworldly. They grapple all night, hours blurring into a desperate dance. Jacob's good, he's wrestled before, but this foe's unmatched. Dawn nears, and the stranger touches Jacob's hip. Snap, it's out of joint. Pain sears, but Jacob won't let go. "Bless me," he gasps, clinging tight. The stranger asks his name. "Jacob," he says, meaning heel-grabber, the trickster who tripped others up. The stranger replies, "No more. From now on, you're Jacob and Israel." Israel, a name loaded with power. In Hebrew, it's Yisrael, blending Sarah, to strive, and El, God, meaning he who strives with God, or God contends. Some say it's God rules. Either way, it's a title, a transformation. The stranger blesses him and vanishes as the sun cracks the horizon. Jacob limps away, awestruck, calling the place Peniel, face of God, because he's seen the divine and lived. Who was that stranger? The text says a man, but Jacob's sure it's God. Later, the prophet Hosea calls it an angel. Christians often say it's Jesus pre-incarnate. Scholars debate, was it a vision, a dream, a real brawl? No one knows for sure, but Jacob's chain end. His hips wrecked. He'll lean on a staff forever, but his soul's reborn. From that dawn, he's both Jacob, the flawed schemer, and Israel, the one who dared wrestle the Almighty and won a new name. Next day, Esau arrives. Jacob braces for war, but Esau runs to him, arms open, tears falling. They hug, reconcile, and part in peace. That fight by the Jabbok. It's like it purged Jacob's fear, his guilt, readying him for this. The 12 tribes of Israel, his sons, carry his new name forward. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, all the way to Benjamin, born later to Rachel, they're the seed of a nation, promised to Jacob's grandfather Abraham. The Bible tracks it. By the 48th chapter of Genesis, old Jacob blesses his sons as Israel, his legacy sealed. This isn't just a personal tale, it's epic. That night, somewhere around 1800 BCE, by some counts, reshapes history. Israel's name sticks. His descendants become the Israelites, their story filling the Old Testament. Canaan becomes their land, their identity tied to this wrestle. The translation of Israel ripples with meaning. Striving with God captures Jacob's grit, his refusal to yield, while God contends hints at divine struggle shaping him. God rules nods to the bigger plan. Jacob's line will carry a covenant, a promise, through centuries. Think about it. A lone man, wrestling an unseen power till dawn, earning a name that defines a people. It's raw, mysterious, thrilling. No one else in Scripture fights God hand to hand and walks away blessed. Jacob dies at 147, buried in Canaan, but as Israel, he's eternal. His sons' tribes grow, scatter, endure. The Jabbok River still flows, a quiet witness to that night when a trickster became a patriarch. So next time you hear Israel, Picture Jacob, limping, stubborn, staring down the divine in the dark. It's a story of guts and grace, where a man wrestles God and comes out both broken and whole, forever Jacob and Israel, the striver who changed everything.